I spent the entire weekend on my resume. I made it look perfect. I've sent it to 50 companies this month. 50. And I've heard nothing. Just silence. It feels like I'm putting messages in a bottle and throwing them into the ocean. Why isn't anyone calling me back?
Because a person might not be reading it.
What do you mean? Who else would read it?
A machine. Most large companies now use software to read your resume first. Think of it like a gatekeeper, a robot gatekeeper, and most resumes never get past it.
A robot? So all that work I did on the design, making it look professional, that was for a machine?
That's the first thing most students believe, that a beautiful resume is a better resume.
Of course, it shows you put in effort. It needs to catch their eye.
It sounds reasonable. We believe that if we present our story well, people will be impressed. But this software, this gatekeeper, isn't impressed by design. It can't see colors or fancy fonts. In fact, complex designs, tables and columns often confuse it. It tries to read them and just sees noise. The very thing you did to stand out makes you invisible.
So a simple, boring-looking resume is better?
A simple, clean resume is better. Imagine you asked a friend to find a specific sentence in a book. One book is printed clearly, with simple paragraphs. The other is a beautiful, artistic book, but the words are written in circles, in different sizes and colors. Which one is easier for your friend?
The simple one, obviously.
The machine is like your friend in a hurry. It needs the information to be clean and predictable. The new way to think isn't about making a resume that looks good, but one that is easy to read, especially for a machine that can't appreciate art. The content needs to be immediately clear and concise.
Okay, I can accept that. No more fancy templates, just clean, simple text. I'll fix that. But that's not the biggest problem, is it? It's the content, my experience.
Let's talk about that. Tell me what you think the purpose of a resume is.
To show everything I've ever done. My education, my jobs, my skills. It's a history of my professional life. Proof that I'm qualified.
That's the second belief that feels true to most students, that the resume is a complete history. It's logical to want to show everything, to prove your value.
Exactly. You don't want to leave out something important.
But think about the person who might eventually read it, the hiring manager. They have a specific problem they need to solve today. They are not looking for a history lesson. They are looking for a solution. A resume that lists everything you've ever done is like a general hardware store. It has a little bit of everything, but the hiring manager needs a very specific key for a very specific lock.
And my resume is just a big box of tools.
Exactly. So the new way to think is this. A resume is not a history of your past. It is an advertisement for your future at one specific company. A good advertisement doesn't list every feature of a product. It highlights the one or two features that the target customer cares about most.
So I should be changing my resume for every single job? That sounds like a lot of work.
It is. But is it more work than sending 50 applications into a void? The goal is not to send the most resumes. The goal is to get the most interviews. Your resume must show that you are the most relevant person for that role.
The most relevant person. Okay, so simple format and tailored content. But how do I know what's relevant? How do I know what the machine or the hiring manager is actually looking for?
They tell you.
They do? Where?
In the job description. This brings us to the third and most important turning point. Most students believe that listing their skills is enough. They write good communicator, team player, skilled in Microsoft Office.
I have all of those on my resume right now.
And millions of other people do too. These phrases are so common they become almost meaningless. The machine isn't looking for general skills. It's looking for specific keywords that match the words used in the job description.
Keywords? You mean the exact words they use?
The exact words. If the job description asks for someone with experience in digital marketing analytics, and your resume says analyzing online campaigns, a human can see those are the same thing, but the machine might not. It's looking for an exact match. It's a matching game. The job description is the question, and your resume is the answer. The words must align.
So I need to go through the job description, find the important words, and put those exact words in my resume? It feels like cheating.
Is it cheating to speak the same language as the person you're talking to? You're not lying. You're translating your experience into the language the company understands. You are helping the machine see that you are a good fit. This step is crucial.
Okay, this is starting to make sense. The machine is a filter.
A very strict one. It's designed to reduce hundreds of applications down to just a few for the hiring manager to read. Your first job isn't to impress the manager, it's to pass the filter.
Okay, simple format so the machine can read it, tailored content so it's an advertisement, not a history, and using the exact keywords from the job description so I can pass the filter. But this feels so impersonal. If this is true, why do so many really talented people I know still struggle to get jobs? My friend is a brilliant coder, far better than me, and she gets rejected constantly. She shouldn't have to play these games. Her skill should be enough.
That is the frustration that many people give up. They believe the system should reward pure talent. But the system doesn't see talent, not at first. It only sees data. Your brilliant friend might be describing her coding skills using language from her university courses, while the company's job description uses different terms for the same skills. The filter doesn't know she's brilliant. It only knows that the words on her resume don't align with the words on its checklist.
So the best person for the job might not even get an interview?
It happens every single day. The person who gets the interview is the person who best communicates that they are the solution to the company's problem, first to the machine and then to the human. It's a two-stage process.
And I've been trying to do stage 2 without ever passing stage 1.
That's the perfect way to put it. You've been trying to have a conversation with a person who is in another room with the door guarded by a robot who only opens it if you say the secret password. And the secret passwords are right there, in the job description.
So the whole system is a filter that looks for keywords inside a clean document that is tailored to be an advertisement for one job.
Yes, a simple format allows the filter to work correctly. The keywords get you past the filter, and the tailored, concise content is what convinces the human when they finally see it. Each part is crucial for the next part to succeed.
I need to make sure my resume has the relevant experience, but I have to say it in a way that will align with their language.
Exactly. You are not changing your experience. You are changing the way you frame it.
So all that time I spent worrying that my experience wasn't good enough, it was probably fine. The problem was the delivery. The problem was I was talking to a human, but a machine was listening.
And now you know who is listening first.
And I know what it's listening for. Specific keywords, the language from the job post. It's not about being the single best candidate in the world. It's about being the most relevant, the most aligned, the right key for the lock.
It seems you understand.
It's a relief, actually. It feels less like a mystery and more like a puzzle, a solvable puzzle. I know the rules now.
And that changes everything.
It really does. I don't feel hopeless anymore. I feel like I have a plan.
Hello, and thank you for listening to Modern Skills in English. We hope this conversation felt useful.
If there's a specific challenge you're facing in your studies or your career that you'd like us to discuss, please let us know in the comments below. We read all of them.